Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and well, yeah, I saw this one posted by Chibi Reviewed, so yeah, the biggest site from the West that posted a lot of mangas, even mangas, that they were considered lost media. Well, once again, they are lost media because they got struck down, the domain got shut down, probably the servers even, but I still think someone out there must have archived everything. But again, it's just going to take a while and they're going to rebuild the site. But it's like more people are going to be more underground. So I heard a very good sample from a YouTuber I follow, but I'm jumping to a conclusion here. So your statement like this. Official most confirmed but todo is really gone. It is the end of an era. The last big manga library holding decades of old, rare and untranslated works. Even new sites that pop out rarely have these classics. We truly has lost a part of manga history. Professor Chise. Every major manga piracy website keeps getting taken down because all the manga webtoons they host. That, that's a that's true to a certain degree. We're going to get to that one later. They host, yet these sites still insist on keeping dozens of near identical copies of the same villainous, cultivation, and bottle manguas. It's, it almost deserves to get taken down. Really just ruining a good archive of stuff you can't easily find anywhere else just to host garbage manguas that already have 10,000% dedicated websites for their chapters. And yes, and Professor Chise continues, reminder, Japanese copyright law is completely obsolete outside of Japan, so they might as well be using Kakao to crack down on piracy websites. But sure guys, keep hosting garbage webtoons and destroy amazing archives. Great job refusing to learn. Look, I don't have problem against and manhwas. But this guy, he's not wrong with what he stated about the outdated Japanese copyright laws. They are so dated because most of those applies only for Japan. The rest of the world doesn't give a flying fuck. But the Japan, since the management, the corpos, the executives keep cocking themselves and relying on outlets like Soini, and you already know how I despise Soini because they are a fucking cancer in entertainment as a whole nowadays. But since they have branches overseas, especially since they moved headquarters to California, they have free roam for a lot of copyright strikes. But in the case of Batoro, yes, if they were only sticking to manga, and yes, what is this other one site that actually got taken down too? That do the same shit? Manga decks. Yeah, I remember manga decks. I'm going to tell you this. When with your average superficial pirate site for manga and doujins, even the most mainstream ones, they have less obnoxious ads, less obnoxious, convoluted ways to get access to see manguas and manhwas. And I have seen some of those. Have read some of those. Even if you say, but the writing is not good, okay, yeah, maybe that's true, but I like it to see the art. And that's it. It was more difficult to see manhwas and manhwas because China and South Korea they have updated their copyright laws. They know how to actually play that fucking stupid dogshit game because they learned it from the West, primarily from the US, with the copyright law system they have. They're replicating the similar parts and they updated it to be more vicious, more ghoulish against pirate sites. So yes, to a certain degree, yes. If they separate those things, it should not be an issue because of that being stated here. And but at the end of the day, it's a fucking light service problem. Just even looking at this one, man, like anti-piracy commercial released by the Japanese government featuring Goku and RLA. Fucking man, Toriyama didn't give a fuck if people were trying to replicate his art style. He said he encouraged even people to do so because at that point he could have won through history because oh man, I made such a big impact. And if I let everyone try to replicate my art style, which is at this point absolutely unique, because everyone that see my art style gets, even when it's on copycat, gets associated to me, it means that I'm very flattered. But Japan saying, oh no, no, you should not do that, man. Look at this nonsense.
100年後も漫画やアニメは僕らを救ってくれるだろうか。
Why it fucking looks like the obnoxious anti-drug commercials I used to be on TV? Well, nowadays they repeat the same type. It's the same fucking script, but oh man. A pirate is worse than a drug cartel! Fucking nonsense, man. Wait, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute, kid. Japanese, Japanese, Japanese. Hold on. What the fuck is going on here? Oh man, Pahits. Oh, so you're telling me that there are some Indians already in Japan and they are going to replace the population there? Oh man, what a sad day for to be Japanese. A Muslim, a towel hat. Boy, man, Japan is not making any good samples, especially the Japanese government here. Yeah, man, they are holy fucking hell, man. Never expected to see something cringe as this. And I like seeing Japanese stuff, but this one not. And especially with the fucking towel head. Yeah, we know all the classic ones. So the only thing you do, think about all of these creations. Of course, yeah, you're getting with Golden Kamuy and then Dan Dan. But yeah, you're not making a good example here. But this is was posted by Hirsawa. Piracy was the only way anyone in the West could read JoJo for nearly 20 years, and the US release did not even start with part 1. Took another decade for Beast Media to finally release it. Special even for the PlayStation League, which sells Spanish translated manga, yes. I was astonished, like, wait a minute, so this shit is already old, but they took 2 fucking decades to release it here, and it's not even up to date. Yes, it's a piracy. Doesn't matter what amount of retarded inbred morons tell you that you are stealing from those creators. How are you going to dissolve one and just create another copy, an unofficial copy of that, and distributing somewhere else where it cannot be reached because stupid service issues like this? So yes, piracy, just like Gabe Newell has stated many fucking times, is a service issue. And I want to mention what that YouTuber I heard mention about something exactly tackling this, because no, this shit, this piracy problem doesn't is only focused on manga. It focuses a lot of everything. For example, your average even Western movies that even at this point they're just a fucking flop. But we used to have good stuff out there. If you want to get the good old stuff there just for the sake of the nostalgia, or because actually it's still way better compared to modern day slop from Hollywood, you have to go to fucking different types. Imagine that Die Hard is split across 3 different streaming platforms. So you have to pay for 3 at a subscription model, and probably even those movies are locked down behind another paywall, just like with Amazon Prime does, to get access to that movie. Imagine you going through that, wasting all that fucking money. Yes, the pirate issue is created by the same fucking corporations. Because the executives, the CEOs, are greedy as fuck. And they don't even share the profit to those creators in Japan even, which is we are talking about manga. Or when they create something so bullshit like with sport, which is the one example I was hearing of, where you see like for example, even I remember this shit over a decade ago, where for example you have the football team in the US or soccer team for the rest of the third world, which is the most like the sport out there. You have like a local team depending on your local town, and usually it's broadcasted at a certain channel, but suddenly it's not that way anymore because that sports team decided to sign exclusivity deals within platforms for a whole season. So it's not like forever, like for one season, or even worse, where it's for match. For example, you have an example ESPN and Fox Sports. So they sign an exclusivity deal to host this event on a specific date on Fox Sports, and the next one it must be on ESPN, and it's on the pay wallet events. Just to follow one thing. Imagine one guy that really wants to actually support his team on because he is into that, just like much people is into anime and manga. The real ones, not the anime tourists that only consume Western shonen stuff. They cannot do that without going full homeless because all the money they are asking with all of these paywalls. And that's what fucking cacao is, man. And yes, this at the end of the day, they are not going to solve this problem. The only thing they are going to make is for people to pirate even harder because the service issue, they are making them bigger and bigger, man, and they have so much lack of self-awareness. I'm not kidding, but anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.